Hi. Did you all just hear the 30-second countdown? Was the beat like doing a weird, like kind of slowing and stopping thing? Okay. Great. Anyway, hello everybody.
Hi, Jamie.
We got some people here. Um, well, we're here to talk about the new album. Hopefully everybody in here has heard it. Um, we've got Carl stepped out for a second. He'll be right back. And we have a secret special guest coming later that the group doesn't even know about. I'm excited. I don't know. How should we start? I have an idea. So we'll go around and starting from Kate down to Carl. I was trying to enter, but the studio is full. Oh. I see what that person is. They're trying to enter. Let's do this. Kate, tell us your favorite song on the album, on the new album. And then we'll move on down the line.
Where Are You Christmas? Hands down.
Where are you?
Ashley's pretty good, but Gael's awesome.
Pretty good. Who's next? Ashley.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have a lot of kid noise because Mateo does not
fine.
understand the concept. Yes, you can open the door. My favorite, I mean, obviously besides Gael, hearing him sing a solo, is the Christmas song. That's my favorite Christmas song, and now this version's my favorite version. Drew did a good job, and you too, Jamie.
It's all right. Sarah, what do you got next?
I'm going to have to say my favorite is still Carol the Bells of Notre Dame. I just love it.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Crystal, what do you got?
Hey, no, just kidding. My favorite song, well, I have a couple, so I'm just going to say them all, is Carol Medley, because that's my top. And then Carol of the Bells. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
I feel like I have an idea of what EJ's is. I wonder if I'm right. EJ, what's yours?
I'm like going through the list in my head. I have to say that I am, before the first version, it was the Carol medley for sure. And now it's rivaling with the Christmas song because Drew killed it. Yep. So they're like neck and neck for me now. What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say Carol medley.
Yeah. Carol medley.
Yeah. Drew, what's yours?
I feel like mine changes daily. It has over the last few days when somebody asked me. But I will say that today I was driving to work and I was listening to All Is Well. And I just had tears running down my face when I got to the parking lot to work. And I think it was a culmination of things, just everything that's going on and just a lot of things. But really spoke to me, and that's the only song that I've cried listening to Voctave yet. So today it is All Is Well. Also, that second chord in the song, I don't know, I've told you this before, but there's certain chords that you write, and just the way it goes, it takes me back to like a childhood memory, and it puts me in the state of euphoria. And that second chord that comes by again a couple times in the song of All Is Well, that it does it to me every time.
That's a good one. That's one of my favorites. Kurt, what do you got?
Yes. Of the new songs, I am torn, especially Where Are You Christmas and the Christmas song, because their solos are just ridiculous. They're so ridiculous. Of the stuff that we had done before that we redid, I am there with All Is Well. I love that. But Carol of the Bells of Notre Dame is still hands down my favorite Christmas song that we've ever done, just because you matched up two of my favorite things in the world and geniusly made them work. And this new version of it on this new CD, the new editing of it, is amazing because I've heard parts that I was like, oh, like it makes so much more sense. I talked about it yesterday, how there's certain little runs that go through every part that you hear them equally loud now. And it's like, oh, that makes so much more sense. So I've just the genius of the arrangement gets to come through on this new version. So that's still my all-time favorite is Carol of the Bells in Notre Dame.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And Aaron, what do you got? AA Run, you remuted yourself.
Sorry. You got me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Like Drew, mine changes daily. And also being the new guy in the group, I mean, I hear you guys saying, oh, I have the new songs. Well, they're all new to me, kind of. You know, I was a fan before and listened to the CD, the original CD too. So back when I was just a listener, my favorite was Carol of the Bells on Notre Dame. But now that I'm in the group, I don't know why it changed, but All Is Well is up there. And then I got to go with Man with the Bag. That's a fun song. I love listening. I love the way Sarah sings that. I love backing her up. But seriously, if I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna say, don't make me choose.
Don't
love
make
them
me
all.
choose. Carl's not here, so his is automatically going to be the Kurt. What's the song? The Italian donkey, the Christmas donkey. What is it?
Dominique the Donkey is his
Dominique
favorite.
the Donkey. That'll be his favorite Christmas one.
Which
We didn't
I
even
feel
sing
like
it.
we should put that on our next Christmas album that we're going to do next year. And we should have Aaron play the slide whistle during it. There needs to be a slide whistle solo accompaniment, if you will, a jaw harp accompaniment, and yeah.
Well, I think my favorites, I have too many. Maybe live Carol medley, because watching Kate do that is something that is so freakish and unusual. And she just does it so easily. And standing behind her, you're like, let me sing my basic notes here and just give her as much support as I can. Ooh. And then she is doing what she does. I like Mary Did You Know a lot. I think maybe our most epic musical moment that's ever been recorded is in Mary Did You Know, at the end of the bridge. And for those of you looking for differences in the original album and this album, there's a difference there, because when Kate goes up to the high G, the G6, Carl drops down to the low G1, and we have our 5-octave spread chord on this new album. So go listen to that. I love All Is Well. I mean, I'm gonna get, for the 464 people watching, here's a little piece of trivia that you guys can have. In 2007, I did a demo of that song. That was the second arrangement that I ever sang or wrote. And on that same session was my Star Spangled Banner. Tiffany was there. They did the whole recording. She did all the obligatos. And at the end, I said, sing this solo. And she sang it through from beginning to end one time. And that was in 2007. It has reappeared on her Christmas album. It reappeared as a single, then on Spirit of the Season, the original, and then on this Spirit of the Season. And we've never re-recorded that solo. Her original solo that she recorded 14 years ago was so perfect. I don't know what I would ever do to change it. So while we said we re-recorded everything, I guess there's the lie. We did re-record that, and kept that because it was just so amazing from the beginning. And now maybe do a tag. Maybe that might be hard. Okay, so maybe now's the time to bring in a special guest. But unfortunately, because we can only have 10 people in the room at a time, somebody's got to leave for a second, and then we'll come back.
Bye, Carl. Get rid of Carl. Bye, Carl.
Oh, Carl should go. How do I get rid of him?
Bye, Carl.
Ban from studio? No, let's kick from studio, not ban. So he'll have to join back in.
No, we should ban him.
Yeah, ban him. Okay, so now our special guest can request to come in, and I'm excited for them to be here. What's that? Oh, Tiffany is not here tonight because Tiffany, she's still in Nashville? She's in Georgia. She's traveling.
Georgia. Yeah,
So we won't get to see Tiffany tonight, but she's traveling, but that's okay. We love Tiff, and we've already talked about that. So come on, special guest, although Carl wasn't even there. And you all come. Oh, I see our special guest. Okay, here we go. Ready? Oh, they're sideways. There he goes. Okay, here we go.
Hey,
It's Mark
hear me?
Lowry.
hi everybody. Can you hear me?
We hear
Mark,
you.
yeah.
Hi.
Hi, my friend.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Mark.
Hello, hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Let me turn all this off. I've been watching y'all. I'm so excited to be your special guest. I guess if you shoot for nothing, you hit it every time. But I forgot. I'm sorry y'all couldn't get Streisand or Peebo. Well, Peebo's dead. Who else is there? Anyway,
Cannot.
I cannot tell you how much I love you guys. I love this group. I love the sound. EJ sings one of my favorite hymns where he goes up and holds a note for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What was it? Doggone it. You remember, Jamie, which
Oh,
one I'm
come all
talking
you
about?
faithful. It's the Oh, come all you
Yes,
faithful. That's
yes,
the one that
yes,
he holds
yes.
forever.
I couldn't, when I first saw that one, I could not stop watching. EJ, you're amazing. You're a freak of nature. You know, they should just call the group Freaks.
I like that name. Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
Voctave, what does that mean? No, this is a pack of freaks. Every one of them have got voices that are, I mean, a 5-octave range, I just heard you say.
Well, but here's
And
the
you
thing,
make-
Mark. Our most viewed video is your song. And I don't think that's an accident. I mean, it's kind of nice to do Mary Did You Know with Mark Lowry. It doesn't get much better than that. And that's still our most viewed video that we've got. And you did some
Wow.
pretty vocally impressive things on that, if I recall. You
Yeah, it
held
was
a
your
note for a
fault.
very long time.
Yeah, and that was your fault.
I know. But I
have
knew you could do it.
I have never held a note that long on purpose. When I was calling the Hogs, maybe back in the day. No, but it was fun. It was a challenge. It was a thrill. I cried when I first. Jamie, you are an amazing arranger. And I'm so glad that you're so young, that we got many, many, many more years of your arrangements, because they're mind-boggling.
Well, let's hope so. We need to make sure that we do a Christmas show somewhere near Houston so you can come and sing that with us.
Hey, when this is over, give me a call. I've got an idea, because I'm
Okay.
actually doing one soon. Because do
Okay.
you know this is the 30th anniversary of Mary Did You Know this year?
That's right, because we recorded it on the 25th anniversary 5 years ago. So yes, it's the 30th. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's the 30th anniversary. So we're fixing to make a big deal out of that, but we're not talking much about it yet. I guess it's about time. The year's going to be over before you can blink.
Do you have any Christmas shows you got to do this year?
I'm going on tour with the Gaithers for their Christmas tour. I don't even know where. If you go to marklowry.com, that's what I have to do. I have to go to my own website to see where I'm going.
So do
But
we.
yeah, and so that's basically it. That and then the few surprises coming up. But I'll be talking about that soon on my little show called Just Whenever. I go live just whenever I feel like it. There's no time, rhyme, or reason. And I've got a little studio. I'll show y'all my little studio where I do all the, and there y'all are. Can you see?
Yes.
And
You're very tech savvy.
And then look at this. This is my green screen, so I don't have to make my bed. Because see, behind the green screen, on the green screen, we'll have like a stream from somewhere in Tennessee, and then behind that's my nasty bed. That we don't show that.
You need to just have a picture of your room cleaned up with the bed made, and that's what you can put on the green screen.
I have one.
Of course.
But I'd rather have some beautiful place, I have one with snow. It's just, adds a mood.
Well, we won't keep you too long, Mark. You've come to one of our concerts before, but one day you got to come to a Christmas show. But although if you're going to come to a Christmas show, we're going to make you sing. So,
Oh well, I don't know that. I don't know if I could do that live now. I've aged since that thing was made. I'm moving a little slower.
well, I don't
I
think
love
any of
you
us would be up.
guys.
I don't think any of us would be upset to do a little bit lower, but maybe one
we would
day.
need it. Yeah, let's do that. Would be a blast if we could just lower it. Hey y'all, have a Merry Christmas, and I hope this CD sells so much that all of y'all can quit all your other jobs.
Thank you so much, Smart.
Thanks,
for
Mark.
You,
joining
Mark.
us.
Amen.
Bless
Bye
you.
bye.
You're the best.
Bye bye. Love y'all. Bye bye.
So their surprise,
Yay!
Mark Lowry.
Yay! That was awesome. Love him.
We've gotten to
That was
see him
awesome.
a couple times. I should have made Crystal sing with him. When we were filming the Mary Did You Know video, he started singing something that he used to sing with Vestal Goodman. And she jumped in on Vestal's part. This is maybe one of my favorite moments ever. I wish I had the full video of it, but that was funny for us. All
Really?
right,
You
so
have that video?
I have the end. I have like the last two phrases that y'all sang, and it was good. Okay, so questions. Do we have questions from people? And if anybody wants to answer any questions,
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Carl okay?
I don't know. He went to feed Noah. I do know he went to feed Noah.
Just
He
making
did
sure.
try to get back in while Mark was here, so he at least had
Priority.
an attempt. So we'll text him and tell him to try again. So let's see. Mark Lowry. We love Mark. Yes, we do love Mark. Coming to Canada? We would love to come to Canada. Bring us to Canada. We will come to Canada. If you book us in Canada, we'll be there. Tiffany is traveling right now, unfortunately. We didn't know how many people we'd get in the group when we threw this out, and I was glad to get as many as we did. What are your favorite Christmas traditions? Oh, this could be like that moment in our concert. For those of us who did that. Do you guys remember that when we did Somewhere in My Memory? You got to remember what it was. I know what Ashley's was. Ashley, you can tell us first.
Yeah, I haven't done it very much as of late, but growing up, my favorite memory was in that little window between Thanksgiving, like before everybody would go home, because my whole family used to get together, like my extended family. Of course, he starts talking right when I start talking. He's been quiet this whole time. No, is that weekend after all the ladies, we would sit around the big table. We'd have all the stuff to make tamales, and we'd sit there and we just in the little assembly line make them, and then each family unit would take a bag home with them. So that was my favorite memory from that. But also, yes, I'll take that off of you. I don't know why you put it on in the first place. And then my other favorite memory that has been more new since we've moved to Florida is that we usually go to Universal on Christmas Day. I know it's very random, especially considering I work for Disney, but on Christmas Day, we usually go to Universal and we go see Grinchmas, and we go get a picture of the kids like by the little doghouse that's out front. So I miss doing that. We missed it last year, obviously. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get that picture again this year.
Oh, Kate, what do you do at Christmas?
Well, one of our big Christmas traditions, and we still do it. We actually did like a virtual like video version of it one year for my parents. We go through the night before Christmas, every Christmas Eve. It was tradition. It was like we'd go to church and then we'd come home and we'd like read it. And that was like the last thing before you went to bed. And so we've done it. I mean, we've done it just about every year, even if it's virtual, with, my sisters and now my nieces and nephews and stuff. It's one of our traditions.
That's nice. Crystal, what's yours?
I just want to sing tradition, tradition. That's all I want to do. Okay, now I've got that out of my system. My whole family comes and visits with us, and we love to laugh. Obviously, it's not a surprise, is it? We just like to sit around, tell stories that we've heard a million times about each other, and laugh like it's the first time. It happens. And cook and eat and go to sleep and wake up and eat again.
A
Right?
lot of eating. That's right. Sarah, what do you guys do?
I can't remember what I said in the show. So I'm going to pick an alternate, which is kind of similar to Crystal. It's definitely about traditional things that I bake every holiday season. There's certain things that I grew up making with my mom, and I still make them. So peanut butter fudge is one that I always make during the holidays, and I always make lemon squares, and I always make like those magic cookie bars with like graham crackers and coconut and chips and sweetened condensed milk. And yeah, I love to bake. So baking for others brings me a lot of joy during the holidays.
Nice. Drew, what do you do? You haven't had to do this on stage yet, but what do you do?
Well, I was going to
with
say
the
I can't
Christmas
remember
tradition?
exactly what I said on stage either, but
You dork.
yeah. Well, I've been down in Florida for the past 6 years, I think. 6 years, and I'm the only one down here. And I think I might have been home for one Christmas back up in Ohio. So I don't really have any traditions down here. I'm usually eating or working, which are great traditions on the holiday. But back when I was young, two big things that I always did with my family was always making Christmas cookies. It was a day event, and all I wanted to do was take the rolling pin and just roll the dough and put flour on it. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to cut them out. I didn't want to decorate them. Just wanted to roll the dough. Yeah, that's
Wow.
one. And then the other one is always decorating the Christmas tree. And my mom had the craziest collection of ornaments. I mean, boxes and boxes, and the entire tree would be just covered in ornaments. And that was always fun.
That's nice. You're the opposite of me. All I want to do is put icing on the cookie until you can't see the cookie anymore. I basically just eat some icing with a cookie underneath it. Kurt, what do you do? You like Christmas, don't you?
I love Christmas. I don't have any traditions really. I mean, in the show we talked about Christmas memories, stuff we used to do when we were younger.
Oh,
or
yeah.
New memories that were created for the family. But Christmases are just so sporadic now. My Christmas tradition is decorating for Christmas November 1st. Halloween ends at midnight, and then by the midnight on the 1st of November, my entire house is decorated for Christmas. So that is probably my Christmas tradition. And this year I'm doing every room is themed to a different Christmas movie is my thing I'm doing this year. So I even created my own artwork that somebody bought. 2 people have bought my artwork that I created. I put it online just to show people, and 2 different people contacted me and said, I would love to buy that. And I'm like, okay. So yeah. And what's cool about that is a friend said, Van Gogh never sold a piece of art while he was alive. And so now I have sold 2 more pieces of art than Vincent van Gogh.
I've seen this art. It's pretty nice. When we did our
Thank
little
you.
interview,
Kurt,
it's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
I'll say I like
It's
it
very
too.
creative.
Might have to commission you for some artwork here.
How many
might
trees? How many trees do you have in your house?
I have 7. Sarah and I talked about this the other day. I have 7 trees. I put 3 up this year. It's probably going to be 4 up. And of course, I would love to get like 3 more. Just
Okay.
why not? Why? I have an illness. I like shiny, bright, blinky things. So it makes
Kurt
me
has
happy.
the coolest Nightmare Before Christmas tree up right
Oh
now.
yeah, my Halloween tree. If anybody watched
And
the
it's-
videos yesterday,
so
I was in
cool.
front of it yesterday. I put Voctave CDs on it as part of my decoration for my backgrounds yesterday.
So creative.
Yeah, I
Nice.
remember when you found that jack, and I was so jealous because I wanted it. I'm like, if you ever see it again, I want it.
It's at Home, the store At Home. Who should sponsor this?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just saying it's there now. They had it this year.
Sponsor this.
Anyway, sorry, and
Well, EJ, I think you have a Halloween tree too, don't you? What else?
Yeah, we actually just started that this year. It was really fun. We love Christmas trees, so we just wanted an excuse to have one up for longer. And so we just put all of our Halloween decorations on the tree instead of around the house. And and then on November 1st, we'll just take it all down and redecorate it for Christmas, and it'll be great. But traditions that my family used to do um, while growing up was we were big stockings people. Like my mom used to buy these like 4-foot plastic stockings, and she would fill them up to the top. Like they would stand up this tall from the floor. And yeah, we just had a bunch of fun filling those up. And yeah,
No.
that's pretty much it.
What about AA Ron?
Most of our traditions center around the slide whistle. Sitting in front of the fire, taking requests, just playing songs.
Taking requests.
I'm sorry. It's just that Drew keeps taking mine. We did Christmas cookies growing up all the time, and that's something that I've brought on with my family as well. We do that every year, and a lot of our traditions center around food. My wife, she grew up party mix, like Chex Mix, homemade Chex Mix before they actually sold it in bags. You could get at the store. You had to make it your own, and that was something that her family did every year, and made a bunch of it and gave it away, to friends and family. And we do both of those things. Christmas cookies, the sugar cookies with the icing and all that, and also, Chex Mix. We do one other thing. When the kids were younger, we would put out carrots at night for the reindeer, and the next morning, what the reindeer didn't eat, we would put into what we called Christmas stew. We used to. There's this. I don't even know where my wife Kara got the recipe or the idea, truthfully. But we've been doing that since the kids were little, making Christmas stew and basically eating that all day after we open presents, with cornbread and that kind of stuff. So that's it.
Nice.
Aaron, remember that song? Get that holiday feeling. Have some Chex Party Mix. Does anybody remember that? Chex Party Mix?
No.
No? Am I the
I
only
don't
one?
remember that. No.
Chex Party Mix song.
I'm surprised Sarah didn't write it.
She's gonna write a new one.
Yeah, it's gonna be her. She's frozen. Sarah's frozen. All right. Well, thank you, AA Ron. Last but not least, Carlito, everyone's just waiting to hear you talk. So now tell us something.
Carl. Hi, Carl.
Sorry, I was on a flight back from Istanbul.
So ridiculous. Landing on your helipad
I just landed.
Yeah,
I just landed. Christmas traditions. When I was growing up, my family, we had this huge bay window in our house. And so every year we had this Christmas village that we would put inside the window, and we would add a new piece or two every year. And it was so awesome because whenever it would snow, you would just have that as the backdrop around this bay window, around the Christmas village. And late at night, we would always turn down all the lights and just gather around, listen to Christmas songs. And it was always a special treat. So we've continued that with my family now. We don't have a bay window and we don't have snow, obviously, in Florida here, but we've continued that tradition. And it's been really awesome. My wife loves it so much. We're both obsessed with Christmas. And I think another Christmas tradition is an annual argument that we have around April, around April-ish, because the Christmas tree will still be up and she refuses to take it down. So, if it was up to her, we would have a Christmas tree up year round. So we have a little tabletop one and that stays up all year round. So that's our Christmas traditions.
You should just have a whole room that's just a Christmas tree room at your house.
I know, like yeah, exactly. The Christmas room, like the Stranger Things room.
Yes, exactly like that. They're the same. Stranger Things and Christmas.
Goes hand in hand.
Yeah, there's yes. All right, so looking at questions. Well, this one's not a question, but saw you at Messiah University. That was such a great show. We loved being at Messiah University. Hopefully we'll come back and do a Christmas show there one day, and you got to come and see us. What are the questions? You all see questions that I'm not answering? Someone wants us to do In Christ Alone. Maybe one day we do a hymns album. I'm a tenor, and EJ makes me so jealous every time I hear him. Yeah, you and me both.
Where are you seeing these? Where are you seeing these questions at?
Am I the only one that sees the chat?
No, we see him. Is your screen full screen right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over on the right, you have to click
minimize
comment.
it.
Yeah.
Will you be doing a Christmas show in Orlando this year? Unfortunately, our tour does not have an Orlando date in it right now. So maybe we wish that we could perform in Orlando, but we go where we get booked. So we don't have a choice in where that's one thing I think a lot of people ask for us. I wish that we could pick where we go, but we have a booking agency that schedules us places that schedule us. So that's fun. What else? EJ, I love you. EJ, I love you. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I love you.
We love EJ. Let's see. What else? Anybody else? Oh, we can't sing, unfortunately, because we wouldn't line up. There's a delay. I wish we could sing like this. If we could sing like this, we could have rehearsals all the time because we never get to be Crystal.
Don't make me sing.
Crystal doesn't sing on her break.
Stop.
Somebody put Curtis lost weight. Damn, and I was like, oh, this must be a great camera angle for me. So
there you go.
I put on 50 pounds in the last 2 years, so this is a really good camera angle. So note to self.
When are you coming to High Point? When is our date in High Point? In March, I think.
It's in March, I think. Yeah. North Carolina peeps, come to High Point.
That's right. We're going to be in High Point. We had a whole lot of things in North Carolina that unfortunately the pandemic messed up a little bit. So we're hoping to get back to all of them. If you could sing one song for the entire world, what would it be? If we could sing one Christmas song, if we were like on some big special and we could pick one Christmas song to sing, what would we do?
Bells in Notre Dame.
Like one of our songs, or like
one of ours. Let's do one of ours. And you said Bells of Notre Dame?
Yeah, I think that's pretty iconically us.
I agree.
I concur.
I
love
agree.
that song.
That's good. If EJ and Kate say yes, then I say yes, because they're the ones that have to hold the high D's for like 45 minutes.
We cap out at 2 per season. You sing it twice. That's it.
Yeah.
Choose wisely.
Someone asked if at the concert we could sing something acoustic without mics. And if you do come to our show, you just might see that for all of our shows. So there is something for that. Let's see. What else? Carol the Bells. You stop Kate from making me cry with her notes. No. If I can't stop it for myself, I can't stop it for you. Wish you would come to England. Yes, we wish that too. Bring us to England. Let's go over there.
Ooh, I see a good question, Jamie.
What?
I see a good question. What is the most technically difficult song that you've ever sung? For us, I'm not sure. Which one would that be?
Princess took a really long time for us to really lock in.
Princess.
That was hard. I don't know. What else?
They're all hard in their own ways.
Yeah, they
None
all
of
have
them are
things.
easy.
Heroes
Smoke
and
It's in Your
Villains is a marathon for me, at least.
Which one?
Heroes and Villains is a marathon for me,
It is.
at least.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
Heroes and Villains it's a lot.
Disney Parks is tough too. The parks.
I was going to say that too, EJ. Disney Parks is tough.
Yeah.
Once
Disney
we get
Parks
to
memory is it's demanding.
Yeah, once we get to the nighttime stuff, from there to the end, it's like, I'm good through the daytime stuff. Like, we finish Haunted Mansion, and I'm like, oh, can't we be done? Ugh.
Yeah. Impossible Dream.
Oh,
It might just be
Impossible
because it's
Train.
the end of the show, but it's also just technically difficult as well. Lots of high, quiet notes.
Yeah, I think Kate loves that one.
Yeah.
And holds it for like
Yeah.
20 minutes. And I
Kate and I
always
just
watch her
look
from
at each
across the
other and
stage,
we're
and she
like-
never breathes. And then Ashley's got to join in and just peel away from her ever so delicately. Yeah, that one's tough for you guys. Kate's highest note, really high. It's just really high.
I'm gonna say just whatever Jamie writes me.
Yes. Kurt, yesterday you said something that you wanted to be a Muppet one day, and I got to tell you, my brother-in-law is convinced that I forget what movie it was, the one with Amy Adams and what's his name? Who's the Jason?
The Muppets.
Jason
The
Segel.
Muppets. Yeah, the Muppets.
The main Muppet in that they think is me.
It's you. Yeah, the little
The yellow one with the like
Yes.
spiked hair over to the side.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Somebody just asked if we could all be drawn as a Muppet. Which Muppet would we want to be drawn as? Because I said, even though I did the Kermit voice, I still think I am the Fozzie Bear. And I still think Jamie Ray is the Kermit. If this was the Muppet Show, Jamie Ray is definitely the Kermit. So then who would everybody else be?
I would be Ralph.
Ralph.
Yeah.
I'd probably be
Sesame Street count?
Kate would be Beaker. Oh my goodness.
Drew would be Zoot. You know Zoot, the sax player. Hey, man.
Does Sesame Street count?
Yeah,
I'm
why?
thinking
Who
more
are
the
you?
I was thinking the Muppet Show.
Because I would either be Guy Smiley or Bert from Bert and Ernie.
Oh yeah, there's that. Can Sarah be the who's the girl in the band that always, hey man?
Janice.
I feel like that's
Janice.
Crystal.
Janice, yeah.
Oh yeah, Crystal.
Yeah,
That's
Crystal's
exactly-
I want
Janice,
to be
man.
Sweetums because Sweetums is my favorite.
Sweetums,
Yeah,
Sarah.
I love
Sweetums.
Sweetums so much. Yeah,
Uh,
Sweetums.
What about
Um,
Ashley and Kate and Carl? Who would they be? And Tiffany? Who would Tiffany be?
Someone's got to be Gonzo.
I mean, I don't know which one fits my personality, but I would want to be Piggy. But her and my personality is a little different.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Scooter? I'm not sure. Who
Scooter.
would I be?
So
Who would I
correct.
be?
No, Drew would be Scooter. I think Drew's
They
actually
count.
Scooter. No.
They count. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm thinking
yes.
of Sesame
Wow.
Street, but they
Oh my
count.
gosh,
Sesame
yes.
Street.
Out.
Oh,
I know it's Sesame Street, but oh well.
That's Sesame Street. Yeah, I'm thinking Muppets.
I'm thinking Muppets.
Somebody asked if there'll be any new music videos for the new album. Yes. So you gotta hang out. Actually, there's one that's not too far away from coming out, and then we gotta, film the other one. Who else? Somebody just asked a question that I thought I was gonna answer. Do you do villain princess medley in the future? Could you do a villain? Well, we have a heroes and villains medley and a princess medley. I don't know that we'll be able to combine those. Music videos. Anybody see any other questions that would be good to answer?
I still can't see the questions. Where do I see? I don't know how to.
Yeah,
how
I
to
can't
do it.
Maybe
either.
because you're on your phone, Crystal.
Probably.
I would like to answer a question from earlier.
What?
High Point is March 7th, 2022.
Thank you. March 7th, High Point. Oh, I see one here. Do you have to turn Kate down in the mix, or does she have that much control? She has that much control. All the time. All the time. Because it's live and in the studio and all the time. I mean, that's one of my favorite things about singing the one that we do off mic, so that everybody can see for her last obligato. There were no microphone tricks. This is what she sounds like. When she does that final obligato at the end, it's great. Jay Roth. Hi, Jay Roth.
Hi, Jay.
Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, we love you.
Love you, Jay. Miss you.
We used to sing with Jay. We love Jay
Yeah.
Roth.
So much.
How many languages do we speak? Kurt, what do you speak?
What? I speak English. I thought they meant in the group. I'm like,
Oh, I thought I was
dude.
like, you know, too, because I know that EJ probably is the most. He knows the most. He knows English and a good amount of Spanish and ASL.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I would say that. And Carlito has certainly improved on his Spanish.
Yes, I'm learning Spanish with my son. La sandía. It's watermelon in Spanish. I sit there with his kids' books, you know, just learning Spanish and English. And English too, yes.
It's a lot better than let's vamonos, everybody.
Let's vamonos.
We've come a long way. We had to sing in Spanish on our last album, and I think we did okay. The mariachis did it better. Let's see, what else? Oh, any advice for my 14-year-old? She's a big fan. When did you all learn to sing? I think we all started singing very young. Most of us in either a church setting or a school setting, I would imagine, is pretty much covers most everybody. Even back elementary. I don't know that many of us started later than that. But I could be wrong. Will you do a Prince of Egypt medley video soon? We would love to. The song is so long. So we got to find about a week to film it. Somebody asked, Tiffany's traveling, so we don't have Tiffany here tonight. Loved the trolley song. Any other Broadway tunes on the horizon? Well, I mean, here's the deal. We love doing the Main Street, Broadway and Main Street. So we just need to have volume 3, volume 4, volume 5. We're just going to keep having a bunch of volumes of that. Because there's a million Disney and Broadway songs that we want to do. Do you pick your own costumes for the shows? Yes, through some guidance of people who are smarter than those of us who need help. And right now, Crystal is handling our looks for our shows. Thank goodness, because she always looks wonderful. All our girls always look wonderful. Not that the guys don't, but I mean, not as much as the girls. Who's the youngest in the group? Oh, who's the youngest in the group? Is that Drew? Drew's the youngest.
Not
He's
by
4.
much.
Yeah, not by much. Like days. He's 12. Let's see. Anybody see anything else? How about any fans? What have you liked on the album? We said all of our favorite songs, so now you guys got to tell us what would your favorite song be. How many of you have barbershop backgrounds? A couple. Carl, Drew, Ashley. Aaron's done a fair share of barbershop.
And Tiffany has too, but she's not here.
Tiffany for sure. Tiffany has too. Where Are You Christmas? Man with the Bag. I cry every time. Hopefully not for Man with the Bag, but Where Are You Christmas? Mary, did you know? Carol the Bells of Notre Dame. Y'all and Mark Lauer need to come sing in Louisiana. Yes, we would love to. Carol the Bells of Notre Dame. It's your favorite baked item. Jay is going crazy. Parks medley is my favorite. Parks is fun. All is well. Here we go. We're getting song things. Princess medley and movie medley. We've never performed the movie medley. We should do that one day. Because that one's fun. We've never performed it. Kurt. Most of them. Will there be a video for Show Yourself? Hopefully. Kirsten's, a little busy touring the world and being famous. So if ever she can get here, we're going to do it. Haven't listened to it yet because I have a ton of midterms. Midterms? Who takes midterms? Take your midterms. Study for your midterms. Just kidding. What's your favorite song to perform? We kind of talked about those. Let's see what else. Anybody else talk? I don't want to talk forever. Oh, Call Me Faithful, which EJ nails the 17 seconds on that note. I know. It's crazy. And we're going to do that all through Christmas. He's going to have to do that like a lot of times. a whole lot of time.
Hopefully
Someone
it'll-
asked what our go.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say someone asked what our favorite musicals were.
Hello, Dolly.
West Side Story.
West Side Story.
Xanadu.
Say West Side Story for traditional, and for modern, it's Last 5 Years.
That's good.
West Side Story for sure for me.
Still want to do the last 5 years with Ashley.
Wicked.
Do it
Xanadu.
with
Seriously.
Wicked and Xanadu. Well, Marty would
Scarlet
like it.
Pimpernel. It's my first.
Scarlet Pimpernel, really?
So random.
Random. It is.
Mine is random too, though. She Loves Me is my favorite. My
She
absolute
Loves Me is
favorite.
great. Tonight at 8.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's some good songs in there. Sarah, what do you like?
I really like Sweeney Todd. I'm a huge Sondheim fan, period. And I also really love Hades Town. That was a new favorite.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You saw Hadestown when you were up there.
Yes, it was amazing.
Carolina Change.
Amazing.
That's another really great one. Sorry, Sarah. I just.
Crystal, what did you say? Did you say one? Do you not have a favorite show? I know you haven't had a huge musical theater background, but you've seen
No.
something.
Yeah.
Is it Cats the movie?
Definitely Cats. Definitely Cats.
Aaron.
It would have to be probably, I mean, big surprise, Beauty and the Beast.
What's wrong with that?
I don't
That's
know.
great.
I just, I've always loved that. It was in previews in Houston, Texas when I was in college, and I was visiting my mom and dad who moved there while I was in college. So it's not home, but it's where I go visit my family.
Nice.
So I saw that before it went to Broadway, but it was with the Broadway cast right before they went up there, and that left a lasting impression on me.
That's the first show I ever saw is Family Opera, and that'll always have a very important place in my heart for it. I know that some people think it's dated, but who cares? I love Phantom, and I could see it a million times and love it. The best role ever in that is Carlotta. I just want to go see Phantom one day and have Kate be Carlotta. Is that too much to ask?
Did you see the little clip of their opening night in the chandelier?
Yes.
Like,
Oh, it was so great.
I like Phantom too. I was actually going to say Color
I love
Purple,
Phantom too.
but I like Phantom.
Yeah.
Color Purple.
Color Purple is so good.
It's like probably
good call.
one of my favorite shows that I've ever seen is The Color Purple.
Wouldn't you all want to hear Crystal sing "I'm Here"?
Yes,
I would.
Yes.
Yes.
EJ had me listen to that for the first time. That's a beautiful
Broadway
song.
Main Street Volume 3. Put it on there.
All right,
Let's
fine,
do
if
it.
you insist. Do you do recordings or special request items for events or fundraisers? I don't know. Not really. Secret Garden. I love Secret Garden. A Bit of Earth. A Bit of Earth. So good.
I love Secret Garden too. Rebecca Luker. I wanted to
Rebecca
be a
Luker.
soprano just like her in college. I was basically just trying to emulate her in all of my recital things. Secret Garden, so good.
See what will there be? Where did it go? A song bigger than Prince of Egypt. Prince of Egypt's our longest song we've ever recorded, I think. It's like 8.5 minutes. It's crazy.
So when Jamie first wrote Prince of Egypt, he was like, "Is it too long? Should we cut it?" And I was like, "Give the people what they want. They want every song. They want an 8-minute medley." So I'm glad it's that long.
I was nervous about it, and he was like, "Look at all the comments on the Love Medley that keep saying, I wish this was longer. I wish this was longer." And I was like, "All right, fine." So we'll have to see how the video goes. Jekyll and Hyde. Yes, Jekyll and Hyde. Love that one too. I saw Linda Eder in that. We all met Linda Eder once too. Kind of twice, but really once. How often do we practice? Well, we practice as often as we can physically get together, which is not too often, but anytime we've got a tour coming up, we are making sure that we block out some time to get together. And the last tour we had 2 sectionals for each group, the guys and the girls, and then we had the combined rehearsal music and a staging rehearsal. So there was our 4 rehearsals. We don't get to see each other often. I know we live kind of in the same city, but I live far from everyone, and Crystal lives far from everyone. And it's hard.
A little bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a Voctave medley of Queen. Oh yeah, Queen would be great. I love me some Queen. I want to do a song with Adam Lambert one day. How about that?
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah.
We need to do a song with Patti LuPone.
Hey,
I want to hear her. I want to hear her sing "Don't Rain on My Parade." I want to hear your version, like you do an arrangement of "Don't Rain on My Parade" and have Patti LuPone sing that. Can you imagine? Don't me not to live. Can you imagine her singing that with our? I mean, like that's my dream.
Maybe she'll say yes. Patty, are you listening? Patty, can you hear me?
Patty, can you hear me?
Patty, can you hear us?
So, let's see. What else do we have here? Hamilton medley. EJ loves Hamilton. Have you ever sung Shenandoah? We have all sung Shenandoah, but not as Voctave. And I love the Shenandoah that we've all sung. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just keep that one in our hearts. Jacob Collier called y'all out. He did. When did he do that? And why don't we know that? So,
wow.
Sarah, your homework is to find out when he called us out. There you go.
I'm on it.
Your assignment.
Carl and I are going to see him in April, so we've got a plan.
You got a plan?
Yeah.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually sings backup for him now. So
Carl's friends with everyone who's friends with someone. He's gotten no help.
Excited to go with you, Drew. It's going to be a fun night.
Do you keep any bloopers? I don't know what you're talking about. This group never makes mistakes. There's some fun bloopers. There's definitely some fun bloopers. A 007 medley, mid-show mishap stories. We've had nothing terrible. We've been very lucky to not have anything terrible happen, but there was
that chair.
I was gonna say I like the chairs story.
The chair story. Well,
tell the chair story.
Okay, the chair story. When there's a point during the show, I think we were singing Orange Colored Sky, and the guys had to go back and get these chairs, and we always have like stools. And one of the venues we were at, it was a chair that just like curved. There was no like edge to it. And EJ and I walk back there. He's holding his mic, and I'm like propping up my mic. And I go to, and I'm like, I can't get it. And he's kind of trying to grab it too. And he just kind of lifts the whole thing like this. And I was like, I can't get a grip of anything. I got to get it there. So I just drug it across the stage. And I mean, to me, it was the loudest thing that's ever happened in the history of time. Because I'm hearing as I'm dragging it across the stage, just for Ashley to sit down and turn and be like, what's happening? And then she sat down. But the other one was the Swingle sisters.
That's a good one.
Yes, the Denning sisters.
It was the Denning sisters. We had a mishap with the script that set us off in a very funny direction.
There was one time when we came out to do Fly Medley, and my microphone wasn't on. Remember that? And I walked off stage in the middle of the song. I just walked off stage to go tell the stage manager, and there was nobody backstage. And I was like, hello? And so I put on the stage manager headphones, and I was like, hello? And I went through every channel until I found someone. They were like, hey, who's this? And I was like, I'm EJ. I'm supposed to be on stage right now because the rest of the group is singing. Can you turn on my mic, please? Yep, sure enough. Just walked off stage.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And we did have that one concert that when we went out on stage and didn't realize Crystal wasn't with us yet. Remember that?
Crystal's favorite moment?
Yes, thank you, Kurt. I was literally singing. I was literally singing Spirit of the Season from the ethers in the back, from the curtains. Literally. La, 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 and EJ and Jamie were both looking back like this. They weren't even singing. So there were 3 people not being heard because they weren't singing anymore. They were crying, laughing the whole song.
Oh, because Jamie turns to us and goes, "Are you ready?" And I was like,
I
"No."
wasn't there.
Well, it was. We walked out, and Tony was there, and Tony started us. He goes 3, 4, and as his hand came down, we realized. I was like, something is not normal in this corner over here. And
Right,
he just
because
kind
I'm
of
usually
realized
right there.
there's supposed
I
to
was
be a
usually
person,
right there on the
and
end.
nothing's here.
Yep.
I
And
was
that's when
like
we turned and
too far
looked.
behind. Too far behind.
Yes, too far.
In her
Um,
defense, the dressing rooms were like up 2 flights of stairs at this particular historic theater.
Yes.
So we were all like going down these stairs in our heels as fast as we could. And
But there
you
were
know,
also a lot of people in that hallway and everything too. So I just thought that everybody was still right there talking. There was still a lot of chit chat going on. Nope, it wasn't you guys.
oh goodness. Any
Yeah,
plans to come
good
to
times.
Cleveland, Ohio? We don't have anything in Cleveland anytime soon. I don't think we have anything in Ohio. Spread the word. Get us there.
Because you know the Christmas Story house is in Cleveland, Ohio, where they filmed A Christmas Story.
Oh,
Ralphie's house is in. Yeah, I took a drive up there once, like a
Hey,
6-hour out of the way to go there.
For people that are asking us to come to their hometown, how would they go about getting us to their hometown?
that would be a great question, Aaron. On our hit the Vegas Strip. Okay. On our website, on the contact page, is our booking agent info. And that is who handles all of our booking. And they can contact them and book us through that. Chicago, please. Yeah, that would be great.
well, and if you have a touring venue in your hometown, talk to them about wanting us there. Because
Yes.
I mean, if they book talent from out of town, like that's exactly what we would be, exactly the venue we would be in. So ask them too to book us.
If y'all ever came to New Zealand, yes, let's go to New Zealand.
Yes, I want to go to New
Please.
Zealand.
Bucket list.
Yes.
The most beautiful place on earth.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably only be about another minute or two. Any last minute questions or anybody have anything fun and exciting about the album they want to share? If you haven't heard it yet, you got to go get it, and you got to go listen to Where Are You Christmas and the Christmas song. Some of you may have heard Man with the Bag, but you also need to listen to Man with the Bag because we re-recorded that one too. And it's faster, and she made some new choices, and it's very exciting. Also, most people made some new choices on their solos. Sarah added a little extra low note in Merry Christmas, Darling. And Crystal has a few extra little riff notes in her Go Tell. So does EJ. You know, I was so upset. I was playing it on my phone yesterday, and it pulled up the wrong version of Go Tell It on the Mountain. I was scared for a second. It was in my library, and it was the old one. It's like, hopefully nothing got published that was wrong. Someone keeps asking, how do members come to join? We don't have auditions. We are all singers who know each other here in town and have worked with each other in many, many different capacities. And that's kind of how we have come to know each other. The new ending of This Is My Wish. That's right. There's a new ending to This Is My Wish. There's a whole new intro to Merry Christmas, Darling. A whole new intro to Have Yourself. That's what we should do. I just gave away some of them, but we should have little contests to see who could. Oh, last thing. We'll end tonight with the drawing for the giveaway for Voctave. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of getting a random number generator, how many do we have, do you think? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody give me a number between 1 and however many there are. And we're going to add them up and average it because I like math. So 401. Oh, my goodness. Kate, pick a number between 1 and 401.
278.
Good job. Crystal, pick a number between 1 and 401.
400, Alex.
Okay. Ashley, what do you got?
187.
EJ,
92.
Drew,
8.
8. Kurt,
113.
113. Aaron,
49.
49. Carlito,
388.
and Sarah,
11.
11. And I'm going to pick 3.
Can I
So,
get this? 8675309.
yes, that number. Okay, so averaging it out, it comes to 153. So we're searching through and counting to 153, and we'll let you know when we've gotten to 153 and say who the person is. Maybe they're watching. And then that's how we'll end tonight. Any last questions while we're searching? Thank you for everything. 58, Rain Man. The giveaway was a couple of days ago that you had to post on Instagram and tag people in it. Rocket Crystal. Yeah. That's what most of our Voctave life is spent with, Crystal and Sarah bursting out into random song. Sometimes they're songs that exist and sometimes they are not.
Sarsaparilla.
I do like to make up a good
Sarsaparilla.
song. Sarsaparilla
Log
Sup.
Cabin.
Sarsaparilla Sup.
Yes. Sarsaparilla Sup and Log Cabin.
That's
Log,
good.
log. Yeah.
And
We
I
also
love
do
the-
that.
I love the deadline.
Oh, yeah.
Album coming soon.
Yeah.
Will you re-record the videos for the new album? No, we like the old videos. We're going to keep them. What do you got? Okay. Okay, so the winner of the giveaway is Janet Clark Sings. Janet _Clark_sings.
Woo! Congratulations,
Janet-
Janet.
Nailed it, Janet. So we're going to reach out to Janet and get her those things. She's going to get a signed album and a signed new picture. We just took new pictures. Everybody
Come
looks so
on,
good in
Janet.
them. Yeah. All right. Well,
Janet
What?
is also going to get a private concert from Kurt in his shower.
yeah, that's
For
right.
4 hours. 4 hours.
The last thing I'll
One,
say,
Kurt.
go look at our tour schedule for Christmas, because we've got a bunch of cities that we're going to. And if you can get anywhere near any of the cities, while there's going to be amazing moments, EJ holding that note forever and Kate singing the most glorious things you'll ever hear, and some of these epic songs, maybe one of the most exciting and fun moments of our concert that you'll get to experience is Kurt. Christmas, for us, the most entertaining part of our show is Kurt. And I'm not going to tell you when it happens or what song it happens on or where it happens, but you want to get there. You want to experience it, because here's the best part. If you do get to see it, just know that any reaction from us is real, because we have no idea what he's going to say. That's a terrifying part, but also fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
The
this
truth.
year I'm pulling out all the stops.
Oh, I'm so
I
excited.
can't wait. This should be
I'm
good.
so excited.
Okay, well, everybody, thank you all for joining us tonight, and go get the album and go check out our Christmas tour schedule, and we hope to see you out there.
Thanks,
Bye, everybody.
everybody.
Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks.
Bye. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.